If you're looking for one of the quickest and easiest ways to create up to a massive 200-inch screen that looks exceptional in virtually any other room for under $2,000, the XGIMI Horizon Ultra might fit the bill. It's recognized as the first long-throw projector with Dolby Vision, combining impressive image quality with a very elegant design. As soon as its motorized front cover slides down, you're greeted with a very futuristic viewing experience. With its upgraded automatic keystone correction and intelligent wall color adaptation that seamlessly blends even with our brown-hued walls, the Horizon Ultra offers versatility that seamlessly fits into virtually any setting. Rated at 2300 ISO lumens, the Horizon Ultra offers a 27% increase in brightness compared to its predecessor, the Horizon Pro. This improved brightness is particularly useful in well-lit environments, though the downside here is that it can lead to slightly washed-out colors. The Horizon Ultra uses a 0.47-inch 4K DLP chipset with rapid pixel shifting, supporting HDR10, HLG, and Dolby Vision HDR. One of the coolest things with the Horizon Ultra is that it features the updated Intelligent Screen Adaptation 3.0, which helps it automatically resize and adjust its picture position depending on objects and obstacles on your wall. Whether it's picture frames or light switches, it can help automatically resize its picture size without any work on your end. New for this year, it also has automatic wall color correction, which offers accurate color reproduction on differently tinted surfaces. And as we're showing off in this video, we put it to the test with our brown colored walls and we're very impressed. This last key feature includes the dual 12-watt Harman Kardon speakers and DTS Studio sound technology. It gives you pretty good audio quality, and although it's not a substitute for a dedicated sound system, these speakers offer a convenient audio solution for a variety of setups, especially when you just want to take it from room to room. Now, even before setting this up, we can tell that this is not an ordinary projector. While many traditional projectors sport a dull, plastic, and bulkier design that could easily be mistaken for a relic of the past, the XGIMI Horizon Ultra stands out with a starkly different approach. We've even reviewed more expensive projectors like the $3,000 BenQ HT4550i that, although it has very impressive picture quality, it follows that same bland and uninspiring all-plastic build that feels large and, frankly, very cheap. And for many, the outdated design of these projectors, it becomes a hurdle when deciding if they're ready to put a projector in their setup. Where do you place this arguably ugly piece of plastic in your otherwise thoughtfully designed space? Clearly, XGIMI took these concerns to heart and made sure that the Horizon Ultra set a new standard for what a premium projector should look like. The design marries elements of retro and modern aesthetics resembling classic hi-fi designs. It has an eggshell white body and light gray fabric finish, which gives it a modern, minimalist touch, but it still retains that timeless and retro influence. On its back, we find the DC port, HDMI, and EARC support, along with 2 USB ports, LAN, and a 3.5mm headphone jack, as well as an optical port. For wireless connectivity, the Horizon Ultra uses Wi-Fi 6 with support for dual band 2.4 and 5 GHz. It also has Bluetooth 5.2 with BLE compatibility. Now, it is worth mentioning that except for its power button, there aren't any physical buttons on the projector itself. As nice as its included remote is, sometimes you just want to make quick control changes on the projector rather than reaching for the remote. But where the magic of the Horizon lies is in its ability to conceal its true identity until it's actually powered on. While it's off, it appears as an unassuming compact speaker. In fact, when you first unbox it, you might think to yourself, where is the actual lens hidden? It measures about 10.2 by 8.8 by 6.7 inches and weighs about 11.5 pounds. This makes the Horizon Ultra significantly more lightweight and compact than most of its competition, making it relatively easy to move from room to room. But things get even more exciting when you finally power it on. The front fabric cover smoothly slides down to reveal its lens, creating a striking first impression to say the least. When you turn it off, the cover then silently slides back up, akin to the secret bookcase passage in a classic mystery novel. I'm sure we'll see other brands incorporate this into their future releases over the next few years or so. That said, having a motorized component like this may introduce a potential point of failure that only time will tell how well it holds up. Now, to maintain that small footprint, XGIMI chose to keep the power adapter external. Now, it does have the matching color and premium plastic casing, which matches very well with the projector's overall build. However, there is one notable drawback which we immediately found, and that is the fixed cable running from the adapter itself that plugs into the back of the projector. It's very short and it measures only about 4 feet. This limitation can make it especially challenging if you're planning to mount the Horizon Ultra at a higher position, such as on a tripod or on a ceiling. In such cases, accommodating the short cable becomes a point of consideration. Another point though is while a lot of projectors offer additional mounting points on their bottom for more security, the Horizon Ultra only has its single shallow 1/4 inch tripod mounting point underneath. As we tested, it does the job if you want to elevate it off the ground by a few feet, but we'd still recommend that you invest in one of XGIMI's dedicated tripods or ceiling mounts if you need that additional stability. Now, who is the XGIMI Horizon Ultra for? Building off the success of its predecessors, including the Horizon Pro and the Mogo 2 Pro, which we recently reviewed, the XGIMI Horizon Ultra is packed with even more automated smart tech, which aims to simplify the process of setting up a projector, whether you're a first-time user or you're an expert. For starters, like we said, it's relatively compact and easy to move around, so whether you want it on a side table, mounted on a stand, or installed on your ceiling, it won't look out of place. When combined with some of the best and fastest auto keystoning features that we've tested, it makes this process even faster. Now, to put the Horizon Ultra to the test, I knew that my small NYC apartment wouldn't do it justice. So instead, I enlisted the help of my parents, who had the space and piqued interest to see what this projector could really do. Their basement was certainly large enough and had plenty of empty walls, which were eagerly waiting for something to be projected onto them. There was just one concern. The walls are painted a light tannish brown. Certainly not my first color choice, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. While the Horizon Ultra's intelligent wall color adaptation promises to adjust its color and white balance for lighter colored walls, I was wondering would it be able to pass the test on this darker tint. Up until this point, my parents have been content with their 48-inch 4K Samsung Smart TV, which came out a few years ago. It still runs great, but for as large of an open sitting area as they have in their basement, it felt pretty small. With a few minutes of setup, we had a new projector ready to go, which we were quickly able to size up to a massive 150-inch viewing experience, filling nearly the entire height of their 9-foot ceilings. The Intelligent Screen Adaptation 3.0 worked well for the most part, though I did notice it took a few tries until it recognized the rather unique shape of their walls, including that slight drop down, which it didn't actually fully avoid until I went into manual adjustment. Putting it to the test, from watching baseball games, movies, shows, news, and of course your random YouTube video, everything looked sharp, vibrant, and surprisingly bright. But what was most impressive? With the lights turned off, you'd completely forget that the walls were actually brown in the first place, and we didn't even need to use a screen or repaint the walls to achieve it. Switching back and forth between its intelligent wall color adaptation on and off, it's absolutely shocking to see how well it handled these walls. The Horizon Ultra supports image sizes between 40 inches all the way to 200 inches and has a very flexible throw ratio of 1:2 to 1:5:1, allowing for various placement options. Unlike many traditional projectors with a 2:1 throw ratio that require 2 feet of distance for every foot of image width, the Horizon Ultra can be positioned at much closer distances to the screen, offering increased flexibility, especially in those tighter spaces. While I'm sure cinephiles and those with more extensive experience with other projectors will probably be able to nitpick and identify the shortcomings with the picture quality, to my and my family's rather untrained eye, we all thought everything looked incredible. The Horizon Ultra also excels in contrast performance, especially when compared to previous XGIMI models. It delivers impressive details in black and darker scenes without muddying the visuals. While this still isn't going to fool anyone into thinking that it's an OLED TV, it offers remarkably deep blacks, providing a very cinematic viewing experience. We also watched a mix of other content, including the Minnesota Twins versus the Chicago White Sox, Fiona and Cake, which if you haven't watched it is incredible, and of course some Dolby content demos where everything just looked wow. Although we don't find 120Hz support for gamers, the Horizon Ultra is still a solid choice as it boasts a minimum latency of just 18 milliseconds at 4K 60Hz, which is a significant improvement over its predecessor, the Horizon Pro, which had 35 millisecond input lag. The gaming mode can be enabled in the projector's input settings, but it's automatically activated when the projector detects a gaming source like an Xbox or a PlayStation. To test this out, we tried the newly released Forza Motorsport on an Xbox Series X, where immersion just completely reaches a new level, and I would say it makes it an excellent choice for racing sims. Moving on to audio, the dual 12-watt speakers offer a good amount of bass and high-definition audio, providing plenty of power to fill a large room even.
There are little tricks on both sides that you can use to maybe buy a few extra seconds. One for pitchers is to get a new baseball, but I think umpires have been pretty good about not letting you.
Sunday, from home plate to fashion plate, go behind the scenes on Inside Stitch at 11 Eastern. Then baseball cards take center stage. Join Craig Amsinger for a look at all things cardboard.
However, it's important to note that with the projector's relative flexibility and where you can place it, this may lead to the speakers being off to one side rather than in the center. To fully enhance the audio experience, you should consider adding an external sound system, even a budget-friendly option to achieve a more comprehensive audio setup. Just as with the projector, the remote control beautifully complements the premium experience. The remote control features dedicated buttons for power, settings, navigation, and selection, with buttons for back and home, volume control, and a button for initiating the auto keystoning feature. It uses a built-in microphone at the top for utilizing Google Assistant to control or search for content.
Play Fiona and Cake on Max.
The thing is, despite the projector's obvious cinematic approach, it was a letdown to see that the remote lacked any backlighting, which made it rather difficult to use in dimly lit environments. This is an oversight that I hope will be fixed with a future model. So the XGIMI Horizon Ultra stands out not only for its impressive features, but also for that elegant design and user-friendly setup. From our experience, we found that it breaks free of that traditional, uninspiring projector aesthetic, offering a fresh and attractive addition to any room. And although it doesn't include all the high-end features that you might find on some of the competition at this price point, its well-rounded nature ensures an excellent viewing experience for a variety of content, no matter the room. Despite some minor quirks as we discussed with the remote and its power adapter, the Horizon Ultra feels like it was meticulously designed, and we think it's setting a new standard for future releases in the industry. So thank you again for checking out this review of the Horizon Ultra. This has been Paul with MakeUseOf.com. Let us know your thoughts on this projector in the comments down below, and until the next one, we'll catch you later.